Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make this native local sumptuous yam porridge. If you want to learn how I made these with my local ingredients and to make it nutritious and healthy, please keep on watching. Do not forget to like, subscribe, click the bell button beside the subscribe so that you get notifications from me every time I upload. Thank you. Okay, so the first thing I do here is I peel my sweet potatoes. Now, I know you're wondering, where does sweet potatoes come in? I thought this was a yam dish. Yes, sweet potatoes come in here because these sweet potatoes is what's going to give the yam porridge its sweetness. Again, sweet potatoes are low in calories, very healthy, and the ratio of my potatoes to my yam is going to be about 3:1. Three portions of sweet potato to 1 yam. So I'm cutting my sweet potatoes, and you don't have to bother with how it looks because this is going to be cooked till it's extremely soft. So I'm just going to keep cutting that, and I'm just trying to ensure that it's small enough to allow the water to boil it properly. So like I was saying, sweet potatoes are nutritious, they are delicious, they are low calories, so you can eat this dish and you would find out that one portion consists of approximately maybe 300 to 400 calories, and you will feel so full. Another good thing about sweet potatoes is that they help you to feel full for longer. So anyways, I've put my gas on and I'm putting my sweet potatoes in the water and allowing it to cook. Notice that I didn't add any salt because this dish is going to have a lot of salt eventually. Not a lot, but manageable. Okay, normal range. Anyways, yeah, my sweet potatoes are ready, and just to confirm, I have inserted this fork in to ensure that everything is extremely soft. Remember, I want this to be like so soft that I can crush it with my fingers if I intend to. So now the best part of this is pounding those sweet potatoes. So you know that gooey feel you get when you eat yam porridge. Some people mash their yams. We are going to achieve that with sweet potatoes. Again, I know some people add sugar to their yam porridge or in their yams. This is a very, very, very good treat because it gives you all the sweetness, and at the same time it gives you all the nutrients that you need. So it does me just touching it now. I don't have to pound it to be like pounded yam. It's just to make it mashed. Now, like I said, this is all the yam I'm using for this dish, and you can see the yam is so small. It's about 10 pieces of yam. Then I have my mixed peppers, my vegetable, which is scent leaf, and spinach, which is ugu leaves. I have my onions, and you can see that they are not nicely chopped. I detest chopping onions. That is my crayfish. I have a large amount of crayfish here. I have approximately a cup of oil. These are my yams that I have boiled. Like I'm showing you now, you can see how small the yam is compared to all that sweet potatoes. So that's the secret to the healthiness of this dish. Now I have my dried fish. I have washed it and cleaned it and deboned it, so it's really looking good there. So now the secret ingredients I have. Now there are different types of Maggi you can use, but for local dishes I like to use Maggi Star and now Maggi Ninja pot. So I'm using just 2 for this dish because we are going to add in local seasoning as well as a little salt. What is in that jar is ogiri. It's called locust beans, the Igbo version, and I didn't open it because it stinks up. And this is iru, very, very nice and very nice for yam porridge. I have a tablespoon of dry pepper in that area as well, and this pepper, I need this dish to be a little spicy. Now onto the cooking. I'm going to start by, of course, bleaching my palm oil. Now I don't know if you know, but palm oil has a bit of a waxy taste, so before you use palm oil, most of the time ensure you bleach it a little to avoid that waxy taste that red oil usually gives. I've added my onions and now they are frying. I'm just going to let that to soften a little bit and also to infuse the oil. I want the flavor of the onions to to not be so much but to be seen in this dish, I've now gone ahead and added those mixed peppers. And I'm sure you're wondering, what is mixed pepper? I don't have atarodo, I don't have scotch bonnet in that. All I have is tatashe and shombo. And honestly, you can skip this entire part. You do not have to add the shombo and tatashe, but I do it because I like my yams to have more color. Yeah, so now I'm adding the iru because I want to fry that as well. I'm adding my iru, and I'm going to add almost like a teaspoon of ogiri. Now this is what will make the food to be like, wow, like you keep eating it. It's not salty, it's not too sweet, but it's very nice. And you know, these local dishes, most times this is what they used to cook in the olden days. So it just makes the dish, it gives it that additional boost of flavor. Do not be afraid of the smell of the ogiri. I promise you, ogiri goes so well with red oil. Anything you want to cook, always with red oil, you can always add ogiri. So now I'm adding my pepper because I just want to, I need pepper to go in at this point. So added all that in there, and I'm just going to stir again. In Igbo, they call yam porridge ji agwarago, meaning that it's made with some people make it in the mortar, some people can make it in the pot. So that's why you're seeing that I've not covered the pot since I've just been putting everything in. So now I think I've added one of the Maggi cubes. I think this is just the regular traditional Maggi Star cubes. Maggi Star, in fact the Maggi range, I think it was made for the Nigerians because it tastes so good with our local dishes. So you can see the amount of the crayfish I'm adding in right now. Crayfish also goes so well with anything red oil, whether it's abacha, beans, yam. It goes so well with red oil, and it also goes so well with ogiri, which is why I put it here. You can see that the mixture has foamed up a little, which is from the crayfish. Also, remember I said I didn't put salt. I haven't put salt in this dish since I started cooking, and that is because crayfish also has salt. So you want to kind of balance the flavors you're going to get. You do not want to over salt this dish. Trust me, that is not what you want to be doing to this dish. So now I'm just letting it cook, and now I'm adding the star of the show. Now this is the sweet potatoes, and it can be daunting because it's looking like this sweet potato is not going to break up, but trust me, with a little water and consistency, and this thing is going to melt up in that pot, and you're going to be grateful that you added this sweet potato. Do not give up now, just continue to stir, have faith and have hope that this sweet potato is going to melt very soon and it's going to be very good. So this is me obviously trying to navigate my way through the sweet potato. And I know some people are wondering, this babe, why did you go and use mortar to pound this thing? The truth is, you can use blender as well. I guess I just didn't want to go through the stress of washing my blender, and I honestly prefer to use the mortar because it was more accessible and it was just easy for me to just pound it. And it took me honestly less than 2 minutes to pound. I did not expend any energy. So anyways, this is me turning the pot, and I've added some water, of course, to melt that sweet potato. Now in goes my yam. You can see how the ratio of yam to sweet potato is like maybe 4 portions of sweet potato to 1 portion of yam. So this helps to reduce the amount of intense carbs that we're getting from this dish. Adding the sweet potatoes, the flavorful and nutritious sweet tasting sweet potato. So after I put my yam, I added in the second cube of Maggi, and that is the trick. You don't want to add in the Maggi all at once. Whenever you're cooking soup, you add some of the seasoning at the beginning and add some in the middle when you've included another part of your ingredients. So that's what I've done now. You're going to see that I'm going to add a little more water because I want it to really be gooey. I don't like it to be very watery yam porridge. Yeah, it's not pap. Anyways, I'm tasting for some flavor to see if I need to add anything more, but I think I was fine at this point. I was really loving the way it is. I remember I also have fishes that I hadn't even yet added. And okay, so I've added my fishes now, and the last addition to the show is my vegetable. This is a mixture of scent leaf and ugu, and these vegetables, honestly, they bring additional boost of vitamins to this dish. They add flavor. Scent leaf has a unique flavor, especially with yam. Same thing with ugu. I like it with yam. And I know you're wondering, man, these vegetables are looking miserable. Well, that's because as per due to lockdown, I stored my vegetable in newspapers and put them in my fridge, and they're just looking a little bit wilted, and that's the reason why my vegetables are looking that way. But trust me, they are still fine. They are still very, very fine. So I'm just stirring it the last time to ensure that everything is well incorporated. I'm guessing I need a little bit more water, and I guessing I added a little bit more water at this point to ensure that the yam is well incorporated. So, well, that is basically how you achieve the local tasting yam porridge. It might not look pretty to look at, and I'm still working on my plating skills, but trust me, this is the end result, and this is the yummy, tasty, sweet tasting sweet potatoes, locally made. If you make this for your grandma will give you high five. If you make this for anyone that is in tune with their local side, they will say, this babe, she's, her head is correct. She knows what's happening. She's a babe, but she knows what's up. So this is how I achieved this delicious look. And please subscribe. Thank you so much for watching till this end. Don't forget to subscribe, click that bell button on the side, and I'll see you in my next one. Thank you.